Hello and welcome back to another video, and it is that time of the month roughly when we unbox the new Scrawlrbox. This is the September box, and yeah, it's October the 3rd when I'm filming, and it did arrive today, but I'm not going to go too much into it. I think a lot of other people will, but I want to see what we've got in here. So I have no idea what's in here. Scrawlrbox monthly subscription box in the UK, $18.95 a box now. Mystery art supplies. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape or form. So let's get cracking and see what we've got. I've obviously got water and other things around me just in case. Let's get open. It's quite a weighty box this month. Okay. Let's take this last little package out. Okay, so here we've got our Scrawlzine. This gives us tips, information about the supplies, and about the artists, and some other bits of information. This is the piece by the featured artist. It's an interesting one. T. Jurasic, illustrator, muralist, and founder of Kava Illustration Studio from Zagreb, Croatia. They got their masters, and they've been all around Europe creating murals. So I'm guessing we might have some kind of paint. That would be quite nice. Obviously all information is on there. Alright, let's carry on. Okay, so this is our drawing material, cartridge paper. So it might be markers, but it is quite weighty, 180 DSM, so quite cardy almost. And it's Frisk again with Scrawlrbox. I like Frisk's products. They are good quality. I sometimes don't think they match up with what we get otherwise, but I don't think that's Frisk's fault. Okay, let's go into Parcel. Okay, this looks interesting. So we have our Scrawler challenge and a sticker. We'll look at them more in a minute. Yeah, markers. Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Dual Markers, and we've got a 5-pack. And that is quite a nice little pack. And we've got a nice reasonable palette of colours in there. We will test them out in a minute. On the paper, what else have we got? A pencil. Tend to always get a pencil. This time we have the Lyra Pencil 3B. Yeah, see if you can see that. We have our another eraser. What have we got? Non-abrasive eraser. Very similar to the one we got last month. This is a Technique eraser. We had an artist eraser last month. Again, I like the Derwent erasers. And we got our sweet and sour belts. Looking forward to that one. It'll go in my little mug of sweets. Okay, let's get down to the real business. So, Scrawler challenge. It's fascinating folklore. So I can see where that kind of comes into that. So we've got like a giant chain. And a bit more about the supply. So Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Dual Marker. So we've got a finer tip and a brush tip by the looks of it. Yeah, brush nib and a 0.8 nib. What colours have we got? doesn't say, but they feature pigmented water-based Indian ink. Transparent finish, making them perfect for building and layering. Okay, Lyra pencil is a pencil, as Jem from the Colour Cave would say. Cartridge paper. And the Technique eraser. It's also suitable for removing charcoal. Okay. Again, it's an eraser to go along with it's a pencil. So Jem, if you're listening, please make an it's a eraser sticker as well. Right, let's test things out. Just so you're aware, we have had a cat just enter the room, so she's quite disappointed she can't get on her scratching post, so she will probably make it known. Okay, 3B pencil. So B is a softer pencil. It's quite a nice little pencil. I like Lyra products anyway. Right, now we have to get into the markers. Sorry for the squeakiness. The India inks, that's more of a permanent one, isn't it? Yeah. They've all got maximum light fastness on them. Need a bit more. GB. Highly water based, so they'll run with water. Okay. So much packaging. Well, they're bigger than I thought they were going to be. So first of all, what colour have we got? Orange glaze. Yes, brush nib first. And that is a strong orange there. And quite chunky pens. We've got now deep scarlet. So it is like really strong pigment, but it's Faber-Castell. I wouldn't really expect anything less. And the blue ultramarine. I like to say we've got all the primary colours, but we haven't got yellow, we've got the orange instead. I am going to see how well they mix as well. Green is leaf green. And you're getting quite a lot of liquid out with the brush as well. And you can see you get the two different kind of tones. You get a lighter tone with the thinner nib. And then we've got a dark sepia. So it's so dark, you could probably thicken this up to kind of almost black. Okay, so those are the colours. I'm not going to undo the eraser. I'm sure it will lift pretty well. Let's see if we can mix some up. I mean, the paper is taking these really, really well. So, yeah, this time I think the Frisk paper is really good with them. So I think the last time we had Frisk paper, it was the neon pens from Pentel. It's actually quite a nice way to draw on it. You can layer up and it's not kind of bleeding too much. So I think if it was dry, you could probably get quite a nice like finish on it. See what I can do with the blue and the red. I can get kind of purple. Let's It's not really purpley. To me that looks more orange. Now I've got it all over the red pen. But yeah, it's not purple really. Let's see how thick I can make this. I mean, the paper is only just starting to kind of hate me, so that's quite good. And it's still not bled through, even though it's starting to kind of come up. Right. Next thing to do is look at the Scrawlrbox and see what that has got for us. So, again, looking again at the supplies, different strokes, multimedia paper. Don't need activating these pens, no they don't, because it's ink rather than paint. Soft eraser. Doesn't feel that soft. Quite. This is a soft one. That is a lot softer than that. That feels like it could bounce. So you got more about the artist here. So in where they talk about things to try. Compressing. Experiment with building up layers of ink for intensity, shading and tone variation with repeated laydowns of the same colour. Mixing. You can mix the ink on a palette to create some brilliant. Yeah, it's water based, so that's why you can do that on a palette. Washes. So you can make a wash with them, same. They're permanent once fully dry, so you can paint or draw or paint over them once they're dry. Yeah, ink can be smeared and smudged while wet to create textures. Yeah, I'm not using my fingers. Make marks, play around with line weight, the angle you hold the pen and the pressure to create some visual interest. The dark sepia mark makes a lovely muted alternative to black. Yeah, you can get it quite dark, as I kind of showed you there. Some differences there. Artist advice. Anything we really should pick up on. It's into lettering, use the pip marker as well. What's not really going to fit with this. Okay, July's box, the inks, and in blue. I did love this box. Got some lovely pieces. I mean, I love the sunflowers, that's so clever. And someone really got going with the mixing. More about Faber-Castell and behind the artwork. So yeah, that is our Scrawlrbox for September. Obviously, I will come back and do the Scrawler challenge in a separate video when I've had a thought about folklore. There's lots of things you could do with folklore. Lots of ideas to work through. Just going to have a look at the featured artist's work. So that looks really black. That doesn't look like the dark sepia has been used. And that skin tone, I guess you could kind of get it. There's things in there that I think you probably couldn't do with just those markers and pencil and eraser. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. But yeah, interesting. Okay, so that is today's video. I've just realised you can point in completely the opposite direction for a while, so I'm going to hope that I can edit this better. So if you've seen this, please like, subscribe, and all my social media links can be found in the description. And I will be back at some point, hopefully, to do this September's challenge. But obviously October, busy month, Inktober and Scrawltober and all the other Tobers that are going on. But I will see you soon for another video. Take care.